Hello everyone. I am a Power Platform and Dynamics 365 CE consultant for Alif Consulting. In today's video, I'll be talking about liquid templates overview, types and the conditional operators within Powerapps portals. So what is a liquid template? So liquid is an open source template language integrated into portals. It can be used to add dynamic content to pages and to create a wide variety of custom templates. Using Liquid, you can add dynamic content directly to the copy field of a web page or the content of a content snippet. Store source content by using web templates entirely through configuration within Powerapps for use throughout the Powerapps portal's content management system. Render a website header and primary navigation bar entirely through configuration within Powerapps. So understanding liquid operators. So these are some of the basic operators that are available in the liquid template. So these are very common actually. So one is equals, does not, equals, greater than, less than. So all these can be used within the if and unless tags. So next is the type of liquid types. So liquid object can return one of 7 basic types: string, number, boolean, array, dictionary, datetime or null. Liquid variables can be initialized by using the assign or capture tags. So the first one is the string type. A string is declared by wrapping text in single quotes or double quotes. To assign a value to a string variable, just need to make use of the assign keyword. So this is how you do that. So inside the curly braces percentage, you just type in assign string a equal to hello world, and to get the number of characters you can make use of the below code, that is inside the double curly braces string, that is a variable that we have declared dot size, which will return you the output as 12. So next is the number type. So numbers can be integers or floats. So similar way, you can just directly put the value using the assign keyword. So assign pi equal to 3.14 becomes a float variable. So that is how you assign a variable a float value. So next is boolean. So boolean is either true or false. So basically, if you give the value as true or false, you can just check inside if statement whether the value is true or false. So these are the basic types that you can use within your liquid code. So next is array. An array holds a list of values of any type. You can access a given item by index using this brackets and iterate over them using the for tag, and get the number of items in the array using the size property. So this code here is a for loop. So basically it is, so entity list is an entity list having a list of records. So we, in order to iterate through that list, you can make use of the for loop inside the liquid code. This is the syntax for that. So if view.name means it will list the name, one by one in each iteration. So similarly, another way is, if you know the index, you can just put in views of 0. That will directly list the first view name. So that would be inside the curly braces. So this is how you get the value from a list, from an array. You can make use of the for tag, or you can use the index directly, index value. So what is a dictionary? So dictionaries hold a collection of values that can be accessed by a string key. You can access a given item by string key using this symbol, that is iterate over them using the for tag and get the number of items in the dictionary using the size property. So next is date time. So date time object represents a specific date and time. So that is how you declare a particular value, get the value of it. So modified on is a date field. So from a page, if you want to get the modified on date, you can make use of this particular code. Then next is a null. Null represents an empty or non-existent value. Any outputs that attempt to return a null value will render nothing. It will be treated as false in conditions. So next is the liquid conditional operators. When used in conditional statements, if unless some liquid values will be treated as true and some will be treated as false. In liquid, null and the Boolean value false are treated as false. Everything else is treated as true. Empty strings, empty arrays, etc. are treated as true. For example, assign empty string equal to null. If empty string, this will render. So basically, if an empty string will be considered as true. So that is what is shown in this particular slide. You can test for empty strings and array using the specific value empty if necessary. So if you can just mention the empty keyword to check if that particular variable or string variable has value or not, or if it's null or not, if it's empty or not. So that is how you do that. Then you can test the size of liquid types liquid using the special size property. So now let's quickly get into a demo to just show you how we can just render a particular content snippet using the include tag, include keyword. So we'll be making use of the content snippet. So we'll be also already created that content snippet. We just need to include that within a web page. So let's see how we can do that. So for that we need to log into make.powerapps.com. So it's already logged in. So this is the environment sales trial. So I've already provisioned a portal, that is portal test portal, and this is the portal management app where you do the configurations. So what we'll do is, I've already created a content snippet. So this is the create customer form. So this is the content snippet that I've added. So as you see here, this is basically a registration form which has a first name, last name, email, and the register button. So what we'll try to do is, we'll create a web page and we'll try to render this particular content snippet onto a web page using the liquid code. So it's a simple one-line code that helps you to render this particular content snippet onto the web page. So for that, what we'll do is, we'll first so how it works is, so every web page can be linked to should be having a page template, and within the page template you will be having a web template, and inside the web template you will be writing your liquid code for rendering the content for the web page. So content snippet is already created. So this is the content snippet that I've created, create customer form. So this we need to render into this particular form. So our customer portal, so this is our custom portal. So it's a trial portal app. So let's first go into the portals and see. Yeah, this is a custom portal. So here we'll try to create a web page and just render that content snippet onto the web page using liquid code. So let's first create a page create a web template. So if you go to the content section, you can find the web templates to the left side. Just create one web template, just name it as customer form. So this is the name that I've given. So website is the test website that I created. So here what we'll do is we'll write a small liquid code. So inside the percentage curly braces, what we'll do is just include snippet name. So snippet name is, so this is the snippet name, create customer form. So that we'll mention here. Okay, so our web template is done. Now what we'll do is we'll just create a page template. Create a page template for this particular so this is the customer form, right? So this is the one that we created just now to include this content snippet, that is a registration form. So this is basically an HTML code. So inside this content snippet, so we need to include that inside our page template. We have included that. So let us create a page template. So let's name customer form template. So that's the name of our page template. Website is test that we created. So I'm saving this. So after we create the page template, we have to link this page template to the web page. So for that we'll create a new web page. So this we'll name it as customer, and website would be the one test. Let's give this, link this to the home page, and partial URL we'll give it as create customer. So this is basically the partial URL to access this particular web page. So page template, anyways, this is customer form template that we created, and the publishing state would be published. So only after publishing this website it will be available in the portal. So let's save this. So that is done. So what we'll do is we'll just go to our website, put that partial URL over here, that is create customer, and see how it looks like. So yeah, so as you see here, this is rendered properly. So as you see here, we have our registration form, first name, last name, email ID, and the register button. So this is how you load a particular content onto a web page using the liquid code. So here we have just made use of this simple single line code for rendering the content snippet. So here is exactly what this is the code for the registration form. So this we have rendered onto a web page using this single line of code, that is include snippet name, and the name of the content snippet. So that is what you are seeing in this web page. So I hope you understood. Thank you.